All right, now I'm filming you with a HDV camera.
I got the bird and it's upside down. There's right side up.
This is my new GoPro knockoff. They call it a GoPro Killer, which I think it is.
Give me a close look. Here we go.
Because it's $69.
Wait a minute, it ain't focusing. There it is.
It's $69, and this GoPro is $300.
Hold it still. I don't have image stabilization. What's it called? Able what? Able Grid?
No, it's called the GoPro Killer.
He's talking about this one.
What's
That's a nickname they got for it.
What's it say on there?
It says A3 leg
okay.
rid.
Yeah.
But that ain't the company. The company's name is starts with G.
All right, so we're back to the comparing.
This has the micro card, and this one has the big card. This one has the big card.
Hey, Gene, where'd you buy this?
I think maybe Best Buy or somewhere like that. My son got it from my wife.
What is it?
It's a pill holder,
It doesn't look like something you'd get at Best Buy.
USB cord, so you can plug it in the
Can you
end.
put only one battery goes in at a time though?
Yeah, but you can charge one in the camera and charge one in that at the
Oh.
same time.
Did all that stuff?
That's a wall charger, and you can charge it with your computer too. So
Yeah.
it has both of them.
Did all that stuff in that plastic box go with that camera? Right there.
Yeah, all this.
Wow.
This is the waterproof case.
That's
for
worth
that camera.
50. That's worth $50 right there.
Right there is
Yeah.
that one. That one. Here is the handlebars for your bicycle.
When you turn
Okay, there we
these
go.
things, boy, you can sure feel the armature.
Yeah.
That's another thing about the, what do they call these motors?
Oh, they're brushless.
Brushless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and there's less drag because the brushes ain't holding the commutator back.
I'll show you this. When you push the button on the front, you turn the camera on. You push it again, it goes to 14 megapixel still pictures.
Yeah.
Punch it again, and it goes to playback. I can play back the video I made of him
Okay.
just by hitting this up here. And I start to play back what he was filming of me.
Yeah.
Then you can hit this again. Let me stop this for a
It doesn't have an internal speaker, does it? That you can hear the
No,
audio?
You can't hear it back, huh?
Cute.
That's playing. Turn around and get you. Turn that off. Yes.
Hey, Greg is
That's
real little.
That's
there.
still pictures there, see?
Yeah. And look how little Greg is in the picture. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's so wide angle.
Okay, now that was animation.
Yeah. Well, it takes animation too, huh?
Yeah. Takes animation. You hit it one more time,
Yes.
and there is your menu.
How do you
Two
choose?
arrows on the side.
Oh.
Okay, resolution. You can set that. I got it set at the highest one. TV out.
Yeah.
OSD, on-screen display. Turn
Yeah.
that on and off. Time-lapse recording. Capture
That is
mode.
neat.
Cycle record. That will let you just go over the card and just start back to the front and go again. That would be a security camera.
Yeah.
Okay, go down to the next, and it's HDR, whatever that is. I'd have to look in the book. Then it's got motion detector. Second one's motion detector. Audio. Set up something on your audio. Date stamp. Image size. Quality. You can get fine. That would be the best, you know.
Yeah.
And then sharpness, white balance, color, OS,
Sharpness
iOS,
is just for playback, isn't
exposure, anti-shake. That's what I got it on.
it? Yeah.
Language, date, time, auto power off, beep, TV mode, screensaver. Rotate the picture upside down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Car mode to make it more stable in the car.
What would be this in car mode?
Wi-Fi, huh?
What would be this in car mode and the other thing
I
for
don't
stabilization?
know. I don't know. Might be super stabilization or something. I
Okay.
don't know.
Wi-Fi
Password. License set. Delete.
I'd have to come
Format
over
your
here.
card.
I had to come over here.
Default
and
settings
you set
and
mine up
vision.
for Wi-Fi because I wouldn't know how to do that on my phone. And maybe you wouldn't either since you don't have a smartphone. Oh, I'm being shot by this little GoPro Killer. This is the GoPro Killer 170 degree lens, and that thing is less than a foot and a half from my face right now. Where am I?
And I'm shaking, but the picture's not shaking.
Does it have a macro ability to get real close to stuff?
I don't know.
Get as close as you can to my nose. you still see me?
Hello there. How you doing?
I think I'm okay, but there's something about
Yeah.
an inch from my nose.
You see that?
No.
face
Does it
in
work?
Oh, here.
Here, let me.
We don't have to. It only weighs so many grams.
The Sima doesn't.
Huh?
The Sima doesn't.
No, that's why that's the only one. Up to, you know, that little one like this and the one we got about like this, they don't have to be registered.
Well, my Sima is bigger than that. My Sima is about like this.
Well,
Did you
if
buy
it's
the
not
big one?
I got a Sima. Like
Yeah,
the
well,
lost
that's a
one.
little one.
Well, that's a little one. That's not very
Yeah.
big. That's the one you don't have
The
to.
one he bought, the other Simon was this big, wasn't it?
Yeah, the other one's this size. It had 9-inch props on it. The other one did.
You're like me. You leave these things, these covers on.
Yeah, I just left it on there to protect it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there's a mini HDMI on the back. And there's a.
Okay, now it's initializing the gyros.
Okay, where's the front?
The front's right here. It's got headlights on.
Okay.
And it's got a tail light on the back. Now it's doing red. It's looking for the GPS. It's got everything stabilized.
It won't
now.
find the GPS in the house, will it?
Yeah.
It will?
Yeah.
It's that sensitive?
It's got a good sensitive thing on it. The early GPS wouldn't work under a roof. Well, have you got the remote control handy?
Oh well, that's why it's a red light. Okay, let me unplug it.
This is kind of interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, you gotta have this out here.
And it's 300 and something bucks, right?
Yeah.
I'd buy it in a minute if I didn't know I might lose it. And I hate to see.
Okay, here we go. It's gonna stabilize now and then find the. It's a flashing red.
So red is rear.
And, yeah, and it also now it's got green and red. It's got more.
Hey, when it's going around you in a circle, then it's going to have the leg right in the front of the picture every once in a while as it turns.
No.
No, it turns this way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I see. Yeah,
This faces
okay.
you all the time.
Yeah. Because the camera's not turning, the whole thing is turning.
No, it doesn't have a gimbal. It doesn't have a gimbal. That doesn't have a
This one
gimbal.
don't come with it.
Okay.
It just comes with a GoPro mount.
Right. So you're going to get some shaking, I guess.
Well, I didn't. Mine was pretty darn good.
With
on
the
that
orange
one
one.
I had
The orange
without
one.
it. The other one, it was pretty good.
They call that Jello effect, you know,
Yeah,
that
right,
really wavy stuff. And the gimbals make them real smooth,
Oh
apparently.
yeah, they're real slick. You can be doing this, and that gimbal's as solid as a rock.
So it's got motors in it then, hasn't
Yeah,
it? The gimbal.
Now, it came with one battery.
yeah.
What's another one cost?
42. I ordered one yesterday.
That's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's more than one of my little Simon's cost.
It's a heavy battery too. How many volts
It's a
is it?
30 minute battery. You get 30 minutes out of it.
And who-
And,
and
with
who-
the camera, you get 26 minutes. I said.
And who makes that? That GP? Who makes the?
Same people that makes the
Make who?
make their other one. That's just an upgrade to the V303.
Oh, and didn't you have a V303?
No, I was going to get one. And
That's
I
right.
changed it to this. Okay, now we got all green, which is satellites hooked up.
What does this do that the V303 don't do?
Huh?
What does this do the V303 doesn't do?
Well, I'll show you right here in a second.
And the V303 was about 300 bucks too, wasn't
They're about the same price, yeah.
it? Okay.
Okay, now it's ready to go, but nothing happens. It's all ready. Have to arm the motors.
Oh yeah, you do that even with the Sima.
You arm the motors and they're ready. Now if you give it throttle, it take off. Turn it off. This switch here is go home. Brings it right back to where it's sitting here.
Within a couple feet.
Yeah, well, and sometimes less. Sometimes if you put a piece of something down there, it'll cock up on it.
Oh, well.
Yeah. They laid, what was it, a piece of something, and it's about that thick. They laid it down there between the legs and tuck off with it, and it cocked up on sideways. It was trying to get back right in the same spot. This switch over here is headless mode. When you flip it down, it don't, which this is the head here because it's got two headlights, see?
Yeah. like a spider looking.
Yeah, and
So the green lights flash in the back.
well, that's showing you when you're flying. You can fly this at night. Now, see another thing too.
Got lights underneath too, don't it?
Oh well, see they ain't lit now because it ain't activated. But look what
How
happened
come
here.
I saw a red
Look
flash
at this.
and now it's all green?
All lights are on now.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the point of the headlights? You can't really use them for anything, can you?
You can see them as good as.
Oh, up in the air, you can see the
them
orientation.
so good, and that one on the tail. And if I flip this switch, if I flip this switch right here, that turns to red, lets you know that you're right at home.
Wow.
And the battery's in the front.
Now, does it have a warning thing for when the battery voltages fall?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
How do you, when you got a camera on there, how do you see what the camera sees down on your remote control?
Well, you have to have a
You have to have another
you have to have
transmitter.
GPS and you have a receiver and a transmitter. It transfers it down here to your phone. You know, it's beaming that down to your phone. You can watch it right here, and you can fly it just by looking at the screen right there. Well, the bad part is that you don't know exactly where it is up here, although you're looking at the picture down here flying. We had a guy do that 10 years ago. He had a regular little TV monitor, and he hooked it up to it, and he would fly it and look at the TV screen. And then when he got ready to land, he'd say, "Where is it?" Because he's flying here. It could be back there, over there. over here.
Yeah. He don't
You
know.
say it's off at 2 o'clock on your left side, you know, you look over there. And then he looks over there and he flies it by hand.
Now, if that loses the signal from the transmitter, it automatically goes in GPS mode
Yeah,
and then comes back.
yeah.
Are you gonna fly it
That's
all
called
day?
that's called safe mode. You cut the transmitter off. I tried that with that other one I had. That other one that flew away.
Well, the other one wasn't a GPS.
No, but it had
return?
automatic landing.
Well, how did it do that?
It didn't know where the ground was at, but it cut the throttle back so it didn't hit very hard.
So it slowly came
Right,
down,
yeah.
no matter where it was,
matter where
into
it
a
was.
tree or
Well,
what.
this has that too.
Oh, really?
This has 2 buttons right here. This is automatic takeoff. You just push this button, it'll take off and stand about 6 or 8 foot in the air and
You
wait on
gonna
you.
do that in here?
No, you can't do it. They said not try in the house. You might hit the ceiling. But,
But it will do that outside and then landing same way. It'll come down.
It's got a landing button there. It's
Really?
next. And when you come in, it you know it's heavy, and you got to be careful of that throttle and not bring it down hard. You know, but you can just hit the
How's it-
automatic land, and it'll sit down real soft.
How's it know where the ground is? Does it have some kind of sonar?
GPS sensor tells it where it's at.
That accurate though?
It'll sit down as soft as you ever seen.
So GPS gives you altitude too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't think it was that
It wouldn't fit with
sensitive.
that.
I wouldn't
Perfect.
think, I think it's like 3 feet or something. How would it know it's in inches?
Well, it might miss it by 2 or 3 inches, but it sits down soft.
And you've tried that?
Well, no, I just watched the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to see it do something. Make it fly 2 feet off the ground or something, and then
Well,
land.
I could fly it off the ground, but these motors are so powerful.
You move one little inch, it'll go into your TV
Yeah,
set.
that's why I don't want to mess, hit the ceiling or something with
Let
it.
me feel it with the battery in, or just don't connect it. But I just want to feel the weight change.
Okay, I'm
See how
on.
heavy that is?
Oh yeah, man, that's twice as heavy
Yeah.
as the thing is without the battery. But it's a nice big battery.
Well,
I think that's what they saw. They saw a growth on her.
that's probably a cyst. My daughter had that last year.
She would kill me if she knew I
Oh,
told
God.
you guys that
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
Well, my daughter had.
they're funny like
She
that.
She had a cyst on hers last year, and
They have to do hysterectomy?
yep,
How'd that go?
good.
How old is she?
She's 52.
And that's that's
52.
your daughter
52.
that happened to?
Yeah.
Was she bleeding for a while then?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it
Now,
continuous or off and on?
I think it was just like spotting, but
that's
it was
what-
between the period,
Yeah, well, Vicky's been through menopause, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, so it went well. Did they just take out all the parts or just one of the ovaries?
She's doing all right.
That's a hissy. Isn't that what they call a hissy?
I don't know.
Take
What is nice now
hysterectomy.
is because of the internet,